Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been MIA for a little bit now, but I've had a lot going on mentally, emotionally, some personal stuff, and then also trying to deal with my treatments and a lot of the side effects. Yeah, the last few weeks have been like, literally a roller coaster. I'll talk more about that. I'll do another video, but yeah, I'm here and I'm back. Also want to thank all my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And for anyone who's new to my channel and tuning in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And thank you for, taking the time to watch my videos, watch my journey. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna jump right into things because I do have a lot, I guess, to share and update with everybody. So I'll try not to take too long. But basically I've completed round 2, 3, and 4 of my chemo treatments. I'm going into number 5 this week. So I'll talk more about that. I guess I'll talk a little bit about how things went with my second round. Things were pretty good. Pretty similar, I'd say, to my first treatment. My first treatment was a little rough with certain side effects, but I think that was because, honestly, it was the first time that I was going through all that stuff. So I think my body was just in shock, honestly. But then the second round, some of the side effects that I had from the first round, they weren't as intense as they were the second time around. Like the headache, the muscle aches, the bone aches, none of that. It was all manageable, so it wasn't as bad. But new side effects that I did experience were my eyes started to run. So apparently my oncologist said that that can be a common side effect with certain chemo medications. The tear ducts get blocked or a bit scarred, and that fluid has nowhere to drain. So it starts to drain out and out. So that's what I've been going through, which has been very, I think, kind of annoying and frustrating because sometimes if you're constantly wiping, it gets sore and it gets a little pink and red. And then on days where I feel good and I want to do my makeup or go out, and then it keeps running, it starts to get very overwhelming. So that's been a little frustrating for me. And then another new side effect that I've been going through is chemo mouth. So basically my mouth has been very sore. I've developed sores under my tongue. My gums have been very sensitive, very swollen. I had to change my toothbrush from an electric brush to a handheld one with softer bristles. And I have to brush very gentle, very slow because I would just be spitting out a lot of blood every time I brush my teeth. I also have to deal with a metallic taste in my mouth pretty much every day, all the time. My taste buds are completely messed up. They're not the same. A lot of foods that I once enjoyed, I don't taste the flavor anymore, which makes me very sad sometimes. It's very overwhelming. Think of it as having a cold and you lose your sense of smell and you lose your taste and you can't taste food. That's kind of what I go through, but every single day, every week. Sweeter food, like sweet stuff, is more intensified, but stuff has to be really seasoned for me to really kind of enjoy it. And I can't do any spice anymore, which sucks because I love spicy food, but the spice kills the inside of my mouth. It just hurts so bad. So that's been hard to deal with, as well as the texture of my saliva is different. Sometimes it's very pasty all the time or very thick. My tongue feels funny. Yeah, everything to do with the mouth has been rough. My sense of smell also is a little funny because I've lost all my nose hairs. So I don't know. Sometimes I can't smell stuff or sometimes I can. And I've had more settled nosebleeds and stuff because either my nose is really dry or it's runny all the time. So that's been frustrating. And I also don't grow any more hair under my armpits, my legs, nada, nowhere. I don't have to shave, which has been a plus. So showers are pretty quick. And I lost all my hair. So we lost all the hair. I had to shave it. That was hard. That was very hard. I'll put up some pictures here of it coming out more. I know I included that in another video, but it got worse and it went really fast. Within 4 days, I had patchy bald spots, so I had to go and shave it. I'll put up a little video here. Yeah, the videos always make me emotional because it brings me back to that place that was very hard for me to lose my hair. Whew. It took some time for me to get used to seeing myself without hair, because you go so long having hair and then it's just boom. There's just so many changes you have to go through so fast. And it can get very overwhelming. And, but I have gotten more used to seeing myself without hair. Even when I have a little stubble, I'll shave it now myself and I'll put cream on my head and I'll catch myself, like I'll rub my head sometimes when I'm watching a TV show or a movie or something because it's so smooth. But yeah, when I first had to go through that, it was very mentally and emotionally, it was a lot. So, but I'm better now and I've been having fun with the wigs. But yeah, so anyone who's watching this, if you're going through it, you just take all the time you need for yourself, and you will feel better. It would just, things take time, right? So I'm slowly feeling better. I still kind of adjusting to the wigs because sometimes they get itchy or I'm just not used to it sometimes, but it's been fun. I bought some more wigs and I have head wraps, so I have fun with it right now. But yeah, so that was rough. But yeah, I'll talk about my third round now though. My third round of treatment was extremely hard on me. That's where I think everything just kicked in. I was very fatigued. No matter how much sleep I had, my body just wasn't coping well. I would get very tired just to take a quick walk. Even in my home, I was short of breath. I had more heart palpitations. I experienced more weakness. I couldn't stay in the shower for more than 10 minutes, maybe even 6 minutes, because I actually nearly blacked out several times. I would have to sit on my bathtub floor. I would start crying because I would just get dizzy, lightheaded. It was really awful for me. I also lost my appetite. I didn't want to eat. Yeah, so my third round was pretty rough. I was pretty sick. I didn't have vomiting or anything, but the nauseousness was really intense for many days as well. Yeah, it was hard because your mind wants to do certain things and wants to get up or wants to clean or wants to cook a food, but your body's just like, no, we're not doing that. So it was a battle for me, and it was hard just to kind of feel like I was bedridden for many days. So that was rough. And then my fourth treatment wasn't as bad. So I saw my oncologist prior to that and I let him know how the side effects and everything, like how things were going. So he actually lowered the dose for my fourth treatment just to give my body a little bit of a break, because yeah, it was too much. So yeah, fourth treatment was a little better. I still had weakness, a little fatigue, but it wasn't as intense and it didn't last for a whole week. I felt a little better after like 5 days, which was good. Another side effect though that I forgot to mention as well, I've started to get new freckles on my skin, my face, and yeah, I don't know if anyone's ever experienced that, but yeah. And I didn't lose any of my eyelashes or my eyebrow hair. Well, the eyebrow hair that I have left, I didn't lose because this is all like penciled and micro pencil thingies. So yeah, so those I didn't lose. I've also experienced a symptom called chemo brain. So I've started to get that more, I'd say after my 4th treatment. I've been noticing it where my thoughts are really foggy, or my attention span's not there. Like I get distracted easily, like I zone out a lot. I'm very forgetful. Like I'll tell myself, oh, I should do that, but then I'll forget, and it's like 2-3 days later, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do that. So that's something I've been going through. It's not too bad. I'd say it's, you know, it's a little light right now. I don't know if that will intensify over my next treatments. But yeah, those are pretty much, that's kind of where I'm at. So I guess I will share some of the positive stuff going on. Basically my body has been very responsive to treatment. Yay! So that's very exciting. Oh, I don't know if you heard my skinny pig, but he was just celebrating too. He was like, "Whoa." But anyway, yeah, so my body's been responding very well so far to treatment. And by very well, the lymph nodes that I had swollen all around my collarbone and my neck, they're gone and back to normal, healthy size. And then as well, my armpit, that huge like looking golf ball lump, is gone. It is gone, which is great because that was very uncomfortable, and it got in the way, like it was awful. So that is gone, which makes me super, super happy. And then the tumor in my left breast, well, when my oncologist did the physical exam a couple weeks back, it has shrunk so much he could barely find it. He couldn't even barely feel it because it was just that tiny. So obviously that just makes me so happy. Like I don't even know how to describe it, the feeling. I don't want to cry. It just makes me have such a hope. Oh, and there goes my ring light. It just makes me have such hope and just this overwhelming feeling, because the whole process is obviously very hard and very scary. But being able to see and hear my oncologist tell me that my body is really responding, and seeing my breast literally go back down to its normal size before I had cancer, just makes me feel so happy. And I'm actually able to wear bras again, because I couldn't for a while because it was too painful and I had so much inflammation and swelling. I had to wear sports bras all the time. So when I was able to put a bra on again properly, like I think a few weeks ago, I just broke down because I just couldn't believe. I was like, wow, you know, it was very overwhelming. And yeah, I can't describe enough how I feel, just because, you know, the whole process so far is it's very hard. It does take a lot out of you, but that's the good news. And it makes me really, it makes me really happy. So pardon my a little emotion stuff. I can't help it. Also, the 4th treatment that I had, that was my last treatment for those 2 chemos that I was doing for the last 2.5 months, about 2.5, almost 3 months. those two are done. I don't have to do them anymore. So that's like a little milestone for me, reaching that, being able to move on from those two. And I will be starting a new chemo this week. It's just one. I'm a little nervous about it because it's a new one, and it does come with different side effects. So you can get like body rashes from it, and numbness and tingling in your fingers and feet, which you do have to monitor. So that makes me a little nervous. But apparently with this one, you don't experience nauseousness, if any. So that could be really good if I experience that. And the feeling of fatigue isn't as intense as the other ones that I was taking. So we'll see how it goes. What else? Oh, and I only have 4 cycles to get through with this one. So so that makes me really happy, because then after this one this week, that means I only have 3 left. So that makes me really excited to, you know, I can kind of see the goal line at reach, but it's still so far. I know I still have a long way to go. But every little gain for me, it's just huge. It's huge for me. It means everything to me. So, but I will also mention that with this chemo treatment, I do have to take a type of steroid, which I'm a little freaked out about. I have to take 5 pills all at once, 12 hours before my treatment, and then another 5-6 hours before treatment. And apparently can give you intense boost of energy and make you really hungry, and a couple other side effects. I forget what they are, but I'm a little freaked out about it because I don't even like taking pills in general, and having to take 5 all at once, I'm just like, ugh, I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. I will do another video. I'll do an update after the treatment and stuff, and yeah, share like how it went, because even the treatment also is 3 hours long. So yeah, hopefully I won't be feeling too rough this coming weekend and I can make a video. But if I can't this weekend, next week I will definitely be back here with some updates. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with everything. The mouth's getting a little dry again, and oh, I don't know if I mentioned, but I always have a metallic-y taste in my mouth. It's awful. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. So thank you again for tuning in, for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll be back soon. Take care, stay safe out there, and yeah. Mwah. Bye y'all, see you soon.